Welcome back to building a $1 million a month business in public for everyone on YouTube to see. It is currently vlog daily update number 12. It's the 12th of April 2025. We are based in Dubai at the minute, and it's actually an early video check-in today. It's 5 p.m. So I had some stuff on my mind I wanted to jump on, I wanted to go through. So if you're new here, I'll run you through what we do in a moment, but real quick breakdown. This is a daily series as we build to $1 million in public across a number of different businesses. So for now, let's jump in, let's have a look at it, and let's run through what the agenda is on this side of it. So like I said, day 12th of April, nice stuff. Game plan, the way we normally work it is Q&A. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer them. Anything business, SMA, AI, whatever you sort of want, whatever floats you go, put it in there. I'll answer it. At the moment, we don't really have any questions because it's day 12, so obviously there's not many people watching this, right? We do a daily check-in in terms of our internal goals, what we're working towards, and a business debrief on the next steps and the next actions that we're actually taking. So daily check-in, if you've been following along, you know we had a goal to hit by the 10th or the 15th. Don't know why I put 2 dates. Lesson learned, never put 2 dates because you're always going to go for the later one on that side of it. To hit 10 clients signed up on that end of it. How are we doing? So at the minute, we're at 9 clients. We have loads of follow-up calls booked for Monday and things. So we'll probably close 1 or 2 on Monday as well on that side of it, I'd guess, which will put us over target. Now, the reason we're going for 10 clients is that adds to our bottom line, 23K to 33K MRR. There you go. That's what that adds. So that's why we're going for that, and that's our goal. On that side of it, we want 100 stabilized clients signed up with us working, and then we'll pivot and decide our next move from that point. Now, the other big step we had was hiring a tech specialist, which if you watched yesterday, we've now hired that tech specialist, that automation and stuff, which will be absolutely fantastic. He's going to be basically leading the charge and automating every single fucking thing within the business that can be automated and implementing AI into every area that can use it. So for example, our GHL onboarding will go from 4 hours to 5 minutes. Our hiring funnel is going to be fully automated with messages, follow-up reminders, even sort of new staff onboarding in terms of creating their emails, creating their logins, creating their PAYE slips, everything automated from the ground up. Now, the next move and the next hire we're looking at is going to be not a video editor. I've been saying about a video editor for a long time. Now, the thing with video editor, it's great, right? Video editor is cool. They're going to edit ads, edit long form, edit short form, whatever it might be. We're actually in a different role here at the minute. And the role that we're actually looking for is a fair bit different to, I think, what many people would really be expecting as it comes into it, right? So the role that we're actually going for, going to hire and things, is a creative strategist on that side. Now, you might be asking, Hadley, what is a creative strategist? What's the difference? Now, they're a very spruced up version of a video editor. Might have a bit of media buyer, but mostly it's with the video and the creative side. So they're going to have a few responsibilities. One is obviously to do video editing on that side of it. Pretty obvious, right? So they'll be responsible for editing our clients' content into usable ads, right? So what we call our frameworks, right? And at the moment, we've got about 5 or 6 winning frameworks we use, which is basically switch out the content for the client content, and we know it's going to work really, really well. So that's step 1. They'll be doing normal video editing within our current frameworks. Step number 2 they'll be doing is creating content frameworks themselves, so content banks, content frameworks, and things on that side of it, right? The way it will work that is either monthly or quarterly, so once a month, once every 3 months, they generate a bank of creatives that we can use. So these would be based around things like Easter, Christmas, things like that. And we want these prepared ahead of time. So for example, in January, we'd already have our Valentine's creative ready. We'd already have our Easter creative ready. So they're creating in batches of 3 for frameworks that we can then go into and swap content in, and it's sorted out. So that will allow us, like I said, Black Friday, that will allow us to hit trends as they come through rather than scrambling at the end. So it'll be to go through and create that bank. The third thing that we're doing related to sort of the creative bank is getting us more frameworks and more examples we can use. So at the minute, we have, like I said, about five or so creatives that really, really work. We've tested over hundreds of clients. They work really, really, really well. The issue is, as I said, we do body sculpting and like sort of facelifts and Botox and fillers. They work great for one demographic. So what their job is now going to be is to go in and create, say if we're doing a facelift package, in a certain area in the UK, right? And the population is predominantly white on that side of it. We have a lot of facelift content for white people, right? Thing is, Different areas within countries have different demographics. It might be Asian, it might be African, it could be Caucasian or black, white, Chinese, whatever you sort of want to sort of call it on things on there. So another portion of them is going to be to recreate our winning creatives in more like native sort of content. So for example, we have a white version of a non-surgical facelift. We need a black version, we need an Asian version, Chinese version, Japanese, Indian, every sort of race out there you can think of. We need a version for each of that. So if we have a client that comes on and they're based in, say, somewhere that's predominantly Asian, we can switch in and it's Asian based. So it's got Asian background music, it's got Asian creative, Asian people, and people can resonate with them. So a big shift we found is tailoring the content to the area itself. Massive, massive impact on the results we get. Super easy, going online, having a look and going up to Google, hey, what is the ethnic build up of this area, and then we have something to go off of. So this for them will be a really, really big point. I said, especially for us, like with body sculpting, creating for arms, legs, belly, neck, proven. So we have our 5. So those 5 proven templates could now become 30, 40 different ones because we have so many different angles to look at it and to actually match up with it itself. So like I said, it's remaking content itself in the different minorities and things, right? Not minorities, sorry, I don't know what I said there. Different side of it and stuff. So that's going through, so content strategies and sort of doing that. Next thing obviously is just to oversee production of new creatives. So oversee production on that side. Like I said, they'll come on, they'll oversee it. So eventually we'll build this department out and have people managing, they'll be taking care of people. But for now, it's just to say, hey, it comes into, click up, content received, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It's moving along correctly and the correct people are notified on that side of it, right? So that's that. And then outside of that, it's more of the background thing. So the other thing we're going to task them to is once a week. So once a week, part of their job is going to be to present 3 new creative types, right? So 3 new types of creative. So new angles, new strategies we haven't done before that we can have a look at. They can find that through Facebook ad library. They can find it through organic content that worked really well. They can find it through just their own brain cells, ChatGPT. I don't care. We just once a week, we need 3 new frameworks. And then we'll decide on that week, the next one we're going to work on and start to test it on some clients. So consistently, we're running at least 1 to 2 experiments per week in terms of creative that we think is going to work well. So that is going to be the role itself. So it's no longer just a video editor we're looking for. Someone a little bit more experienced, probably have to maybe poach them or put up obviously a little bit more on that side of it, just making sure we're following trends. And then after that, it's going to be fine tuning and testing the creative side itself. So for example, our marketing strategist might say, hey, this hook's performing really well, this one isn't. We have to take that data, relay it to the creative strategist who can then say, right, I know what my pain points are, I know what my pros are, I'm going to go in now and I'm going to build it out and I'm going to work from there. So I highly advise that if you're looking to hire a video editor, just have them do this, preparing back-end content, getting winning frameworks, bringing it to you. And then obviously the only thing with this is you're going to want to keep it nice and tight in terms of following up with them. So that's our next hire. That's our next play. I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks we have that hired out. Our tech guys, like I said, starting next week. After that, it's going to be going all in on the creative strategist. That should then mean 90% of sort of the busy work that we have this side is taken care of and is moved. After that point, we'll push on for the next hire. I'll keep you guys updated on that side of it. We're just setting up the funnel for this now, the automated follow-up process. If anyone's interested in that, drop a comment. I can obviously drop a link to the actual funnel we're using. Other than that, guys, stay saucy, stay safe, and make some fucking money.